Today we are going to draw an owl and we're going to fill our owl with different line patterns. We start by drawing the body of the owl as if it was a capital U. The letter U. And this is a nice big space that we'll be able to fill with our line patterns. Then we add almost like a bit of a rainbow, look, a flattened rainbow on the top like a cap. Next we add the wings. So we do two curve shapes, one here, and then one we look at to make sure we get the same height at the other side, and then we do another wing just the same on the other side. Now we're going to add the beak. So we do an upside down triangle. It's not really upside down, but one of the pointy bits is pointing down. And then we are going to separate the face from the rest of the body. And we're going to do that by another two curvy lines. And that meets at the beak. Just like that. Now we're going to add two big circles for eyes. Because when we think of an owl, we often think of the really big eyes that they have. So one there, and one there. And then they've always got big pupils. So we're going to draw two other circles inside, and they will be coloured in black. So I'll just do that just now. Now when you're doing your drawing, you can use a pen or you can use a pencil or perhaps a crayon. Whatever you have in the house. When it comes to the end of our line patterns, you can choose whether you want to leave it just as a patterned owl or whether you want to colour it in. And again, you could use pens or pencils or crayons or maybe even paints if you've got them in the house. Okay, we're not finished our drawing yet. So the next thing we do is we're going to add two ears onto the top of him. Not all owls have ears on the outside of their bodies, but some of them do, like the long-eared owl. And we've still got his talons to put on his feet, his little claws. So just jaggy bit here and a jaggy bit here. Now he obviously needs these to grab on to his branch. So we're going to add a branch to our drawing, just along the bottom. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. That's lovely. And just so people know it's a branch, I'm going to just add some leaf shapes to it. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, so now it's time to add our line patterns. I'm going to choose the same line pattern for both of my wings, and it's going to be curved shapes. So I'm going to be quite careful. It's a wee bit tricky to keep them the same size, in between, so that I'm not having it too thick and too thin. Okay, and then I'll do the same the other side. Now, if we were in class, I would be asking you for suggestions for what we should do for the owl's tummy, but sadly we're not. So I'm just going to guess that you might suggest scales, like a scales pattern, but I think it will just look like feathers for the owl. So I'm just going to be very careful, and what I'm doing is I'm starting at the very top of the space, that's the body space, and I'm filling it. I'm not starting away down here in the middle. I'm going to fill the whole space with this pattern. Now you might choose to do a zigzag pattern in here, or maybe straight lines, or lots of little circles, or little spirals or love hearts. Or you might do a crisscross design. It's entirely up to you. I'm nearly finished. A wee bit tricky down the bottom, but I'm trying to fill all the space with the pattern. Okay, that's that bit done. Now I am going to choose a pattern for his face. That's a tricky one. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do lots and lots of little triangles. Now this is going to take me a long time. Now it's taken quite a long time to do all my triangles. I've tried not to rush, because if we start rushing, we can end up ruining all the good work that we've already put in. There you go, I'm finished. Now I quite like that. I'm not going to do a pattern in his beak, I don't think. I'm going to leave that be so that we can see his two eyes and his beak really clearly. So this is how he's looking just now. But I think what I'll do is I will add a pattern to his ears. So I am going to do a crisscross pattern for his ears. So I'm going to go along the way, straight lines. And I think the other ear I'll do the same pattern. And then I'm going to crisscross it with lines going down the way. Here we go. So I go along the other side as well. Oh, I like him with his ears like that. Now I think one more pattern and that'll need to be for his feet. Now what will I have in his feet? I've not had any zigzags yet. So I think I might do zigzags, but not going this way. I think I'll have them going from the top. Zigzag, zigzag. Now I've decided to do the same pattern on both of his feet, his claws. Now there we go, my finished owl with all the different line patterns. Now remember I said you can colour him in if you wish. Ask your adult to take a photograph and upload it onto assignments. I cannot wait to see your finished results. Bye!